the top stories, Prime Minister Drew calls for improvements in the OECS. St. Kitts and Nevis represented at CWWA exhibition, and first sitting of National Assembly to be held on Tuesday. The details on these stories and more after the break.
Get the protection needed for your eyes only at Quartz Optical. Trade in and save up to 35% off your lens purchase, plus a free eye exam. Payment plans available from 3 to 24 months. Book your appointment today online at www.quartzoptical.com. For your eyes only. Trade in your old glasses and save up to 35% off your lenses only at Quartz Optical. Value you can see. Special conditions apply.
Mosoka, 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 mosoka.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I'm Carla Berridge. Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew has implored the Secretariat of the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, OECS, to improve in its delivery of regional integration. In his maiden address at the opening ceremony of the 72nd meeting of the OECS Authority in Montserrat on Wednesday, Prime Minister Drew stated his hopes to see improvements.
I would rather invite us to explore the possibilities of expanding the scope of our movement. I am encouraged by the body of work that has been taken by the OECS Commission and the individual member states to take the process forward by implementing the provisions of the revised Treaty of Bastille. Decisions to be taken at the very meeting of the authority on the portability of social security benefits, contingent rights policy implementation, capacity building for officials, and the finalization of an OECS unique identification card are steps in the right direction. We should leave this meeting with a deeper level of commitment to our cause.
He also stressed the need to pursue additional diplomatic relations, particularly with African nations.
I am convinced that we should build on this foundation and spread our diplomatic footprint on the African continent and further afield. We may wish to engage the African Union as they consider us the sixth region of Africa by, of course, considering observer status, giving us a seat at the table where matters related to trade, investment, and cultural cooperation are discussed. We may also wish to deepen our level of engagement by establishing a presence in major cities like Abuja, in Nigeria, Accra, in Ghana, and Cape Town, South Africa. The possibilities are endless.
The Prime Minister further urged the body to take the subject of joint representation to the higher level and to address challenges in the region, travel being one of them. St. Kitts and Nevis is being represented at the Caribbean Water and Wastewater Association CWWA Annual Conference and Exhibition taking place in the Bahamas from October 17th to 21st. The delegation is being led by Minister of Public Infrastructure and Utilities, Honorable Conris Maynard. He's accompanied by Water Manager and Engineer of the St. Kitts Water Services Department, Cromwell Williams, Manager at the Nevis Water Department, Santonia Mills, and the Technical Officer at the Nevis Water Department, Clyde Maynard. The conference gives ministers the opportunity to share experiences and ideas for addressing water issues affecting the region and individual countries in pursuit of the UN's Millennium Development Goals. At this conference, the St. Kitts and Nevis representatives will interact and engage leading industry experts and professionals such as engineers, contractors, policymakers, and regional and international financial institutions. The conference is a joint initiative of the Caribbean Water and Wastewater Association and its partner, the Global Water Partnership Caribbean. The first sitting of the St. Kitts and Nevis National Assembly is scheduled for Tuesday, October 25th at the St. Kitts Marriott Resort Royal Ballroom. The sitting will be preceded by a guard of honor which will take place at 9:30 a.m. in the Grand Plaza. In accordance with Section 46(1) of the Constitution of St. Christopher and Nevis, the Governor General will read the proclamation summoning the new session of the National Assembly. Following the proclamation, a new Speaker of the House will be elected and subsequently a Deputy Speaker. Following the administering of the oath or affirmation of allegiance by members, His Excellency the Governor General Sir S.W. Tapley Seaton will deliver the throne speech. At his first press conference on Monday, October 17th, Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Terence Drew hinted at the possibility of the new Speaker of the House being a female.
We understand that gender equality is essential for economic prosperity. You can look forward to equal involvement in our government system, therefore. As a matter of fact, there's a high possibility that we will have a female Speaker of the House. And there is also the prospect of our first female Governor General. Let's stay tuned for announcements. You can look forward to the new opening of Parliament on Tuesday, 25th October 2022.
The governing St. Kitts and Nevis Labour Party has a majority of 6 elected representatives in the lawmaking body. The Concerned Citizen Movement CCM has 3, while both the People's Action Movement PAM and the People's Labour Party PLP each have 1. The opening of the new session of the St. Kitts and Nevis National Assembly will be broadcast live on ZIZ Radio, ZIZ Television, and via the Facebook and YouTube platforms of the St. Kitts and Nevis Information Service, SKNIS, and ZIZ. The leader of the opposition in the National Assembly has been appointed. Representative for Nevis 9, Honorable Mark Brantley, has been announced as the leader in a post-cabinet briefing from government headquarters. He was appointed by His Excellency the Governor General on Monday, 10th October. The first sitting of the National Assembly will be on Tuesday, October 25th. After the break, man sentenced to life for double homicide, and new CARICOM Youth Ambassadors announced. Stay with us.
Elevate your experience with Flow's fiber-fast internet and mobile combined. Enjoy double data and unlimited talk on 4 mobile lines, plus up to 35 megabits per second home internet speed at the best rate, giving you the best value to stay connected. I think our Flow mobile is elevated.
You think?
An elevated experience starts with Flow at home, powering double data and unlimited talk on 4 mobile lines at the best rate. Visit a Flow store to sign up today.
This is your boy Super Andy Handyman with your super dandy deals at Hosford's Building Center for the month of October. Bathroom cabinet $380.28. Dog kennel $171.79. 50-foot hose $114.32. Hose nozzle $46.06. Lawn rake $32.27. Dorsey lantern $85.85. Claw hammer only $52.25. Super dandy deals at Hosford's Building Center, making home improvement easy.
Green means go with one rate.
Green means go with one rate. From Republic Bank, go green with hybrid or electric vehicles, and it's one low rate. And we mean low. Go green with solar-powered air conditioners, grids, water heaters, and it's still the same low rate. Any green product, one low rate. Offer ends December 31st.
Green means go with one rate today.
Call or check your nearest branch for details.
Welcome back. Office Jawa Pogson has been sentenced to life in prison for the double homicide of sisters 19-year-old Naomi Finch, who was his girlfriend at the time, and 20-year-old Jamelia Finch. The murders took place on March 1st, 2018. Pogson was convicted after trial by a unanimous jury of the 2 murders on July 6th, 2022. Pogson had pleaded guilty to manslaughter, which carries a diminished responsibility. During an April 12, 2022 court hearing, but the DPP did not accept the plea and pushed for a murder conviction. A post-mortem by forensic pathologist Dr. Valerie Alexandrov on 5th March 2018 determined that Naomi died due to homicidal manual strangulation, while her sister was partially decapitated after being chopped multiple times by Paxson. The Department of Youth Empowerment revealed the Federation's new male and female CARICOM Youth Ambassadors at a ceremony on Wednesday. 27-year-old Ayanna Franks, who is employed at the St. Kitts Nevis Anguilla National Bank, is the new female youth ambassador. Youth parliamentarian and aspiring economist Jalen Monzak is the Federation's male CARICOM Youth Ambassador. Director at the Department of Youth Empowerment, Pierre Liebert, who was one of the first youth ambassadors for the program, congratulated the duo and spoke of the significance of the new position.
It is a major responsibility. It's a major honor to be able to represent the voices of your peers across St. Kitts and Nevis, all young people between the ages of 12 to 29, and to be a part of a regional cohort of young diplomats. That is a major honor, and a major achievement, a major responsibility. And I encourage you to take this responsibility to heart, take it seriously, and ensure that you truly represent the young people of St. Kitts and Nevis and the wider region in many occasions with integrity and with professionalism and with heart.
Junior Minister of Youth, Honorable Iselene Phillips, said she looks forward to working with the new ambassadors.
I'm pleased to have you both here today and for us to officially launch you as CARICOM Youth Ambassadors. It's really a great opportunity, as Mr. Liebert has said and has expressed, in terms of opening up the possibilities for yourselves as individuals, in terms of your own, future career and trajectory as leaders of the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. And, I actually look forward to your engagement with the youth department. As we, take on this new thrust to move forward as a youth department and to become a lot more visible in the work that we do in terms of youth empowerment. I look forward to hearing what your ideas are and, for your willingness to kind of take up and take the lead and to just do things. And so I want to encourage you and look forward to your leading engagement because, we're here to do work and, the future is bright. And I have every confidence in both of you based on my own interactions.
CARICOM Youth Ambassador Ayanna Franks said she is grateful for the opportunity to be the voice for young people.
Being able to participate at this capacity and represent my island of St. Kitts and Nevis as a female CARICOM Youth Ambassador is an incredible opportunity. It is a privilege that I am grateful for undertaking. This calls for young advocates and leaders to be engaged in debates and highlight issues that are affecting our country. And as such, I am looking forward to being a part of the discussion or to be a part to discuss the issues such as inequalities to the access to information and communication technology, the need for better youth well-being and mental health initiatives, and also the call for climate action, just to name a few.
Youth Ambassador Jalen Monzak outlined some of the plans that they expect to implement during their tenure.
We want to be as visible as possible. We want to make sure that we are in the media. We want to make sure that we are seen. This is why we have our core members. We also want to have various audiences, one with the minister, as soon as possible with the director, so that we can share further plans and initiatives that we have. We intend to be involved intimately with the Youth Department's Youth Month, so we would have already confirmed in terms of several events that we would be a part of, including the Youth Service Days. We are planning some activities for that Youth Service Days. The other initiatives that we have is in my bio, you would have mentioned about the capacity building, the funding that we secured for that. We want to move to the implementation phase of that. We can assist youth groups and actually get them to have the capacity that they need.
During the ceremony, CARICOM Youth Ambassador Corps members received certificates. They are Aniko Walters, Callius Williams, Zone Stapleton, Shekim Forbes, Brianna Osborne, Nekisha Henry, Malachi Ferguson, Dylan Smithen, Josharnia Edwards, Denira Hodge, and Tariq Hercules. The CARICOM Youth Ambassadors will serve for 2 years from September 1st, 2022 to August 31st, 2024. The Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Marine Resources continued their World Food Day activities on Wednesday with the hosting of their Fish Aggregating Devices FADS exhibition and training session at the Department of Marine Resources. In an interview with ZIZ News, Fisheries Assistant Karim Sadler, who facilitated the training session, explained what the day entailed.
So what we were doing here today was a sensitization activity with school students, educating them about one of the instruments that the Department of Marine Resources uses in terms of assisting in food security and the development of the fishing industry and livelihood security and stuff for fishers. And what these are fish aggregating devices, or FADs. These are some devices that we deploy in the water, and what they do is they attract fish in the area, pelagic species particularly. And what this allows is for fishermen to go to specific areas, reducing their cost of searching or hunting for fish and increasing the likelihood of them catching these species.
He also spoke of some of the topics covered during the training session.
Today is actually some training for the fishers in terms of skills and techniques that they can use when constructing their FADs personally, and also when we seek assistance from them in terms of any developments that we would be having in the future. But they have been very interactive throughout the point. They have also been helping in terms of sharing information with the students, because these are the ones who have that regular experience and interact with these FADs on a day-to-day basis.
Participant of the training session and president of the Newtown Fisheries Cooperative Society, Craig Tuckett, spoke of the importance of hosting initiatives such as the FADS workshop.
We are very elated to be a part of this very important presentation that is facilitated by the Department of Marine Resources as one of the activities acknowledging World Food Day under the theme No One Left Behind. It is important to note that we as fishers need to implement activities and also systems that will help the environment, and one such is the development of FADs in our economic zone. So with this particular initiative that trains our fishers how to develop and also see the benefits of having FADs, we hope that we'll have more fishers investing in FADs and deploying them into our seas.
The Ministry of Agriculture's World Food Day activities continue on Thursday with the Food Heroes Prize-Giving Ceremony, which will be held at the Eco Park at 5 p.m. The Ministry of Health's Environmental Health Department will be conducting mosquito control fogging exercises in select parts of the island this week. The schedule issued by the department indicates that fogging will take place on Wednesday in Half Moon. On Thursday and Friday, fogging will take place in Frigate Bay, and on Saturday it will be in Connery and Canada Estate. The fogging exercise for all 4 days and the areas will begin at 5:30 p.m. Residents are asked to support the perifocal team as they drive through the communities by opening all windows and doors to allow the penetration of insecticides, which will inoculate the adult Aedes aegypti mosquito. Residents sensitive to this insecticide or who have asthmatic conditions are asked to leave the area briefly during the fogging exercise. Coming up in regional news, first female acting top cop appointed in St. Lucia. The details when we